In this presentation, we'll take a quick tour of AWS regions, availability zones, and edge locations. Let's start off with what should be very familiar, the concept of a data center. In Amazon nomenclature, a data center is known as a single availability zone, or AZ. Amazon takes security of these AZs very seriously. AZs are housed in unpublished locations in nondescript buildings, accessible only by AWS staff. Most of the services that you'll deploy, such as EC2 and RDS, will deploy assets to a single AZ. Each AZ has multiple redundant power and bandwidth providers, ensuring that no outage at a single provider can take down the whole AZ. That said, if you want to further insulate yourself from outages, you can do multi-AZ deployments, where you deploy assets across several AZs. That is the preferred way to do HA or high availability inside of Amazon. Amazon ties many of these AZs together, what's known as a region. A region is just a large geographical area of AZs connected by high bandwidth, low latency fiber, ensuring that data transfer between AZs is very fast and in most cases either free or very cheap. Each region will have a set number of AZs. Some of the services that you'll deploy, such as S3 or DynamoDB, actually deploy assets in many AZs inside the region. We can think of these services as belonging in the region. Because the power, bandwidth, and real estate costs vary greatly in each corner of the world, Amazon may charge different prices for the exact same service in different regions. The default region is US East, but that's very easy for a customer to change. Here you can see that we currently have 5 AZs in US East. One thing important to note here is that AZs are simply logical assignments. Your AZA may actually end up being your friend's AZE. Your AZB may actually end up being your friend's AZC. There's no single AZA. Amazon also uses edge locations to push content out close to the users. Content such as Route 53, Amazon's DNS provider, and CloudFront, Amazon's content delivery network, or CDN, puts DNS and content close to users. These are also known as point of presence or POP locations, and as of today, there are 37 POPs in AWS's global network. Again, edge locations simply push content close to the users. Here we can see that a user may be accessing a single CSS file. It's been pushed out to a geographically close edge location, as opposed to that user having to go out and grab it from the region. This makes DNS lookups and content delivery much faster. Here you can see that in the US, Amazon has 4 regions. One thing important to note is that US GovCloud is a special region, mainly for use only by the US government. It allows compliance with ITAR regulations. The ITAR laws basically state that no person outside of US origin can have physical or logical access to government assets. You can see that in Europe, we have a single region, EU Ireland. One thing important to note is that data that you put into a region will never leave that region. This is especially important in Europe, where there are strict laws regarding data transfer and borders. Here you can see that in the Asian Pacific area, we have 3 regions, one in Tokyo, one in Singapore, and the newest in Sydney. Amazon's Sao Paulo region serves South America. Because regions, availability zones, and edge locations are being added all the time, we highly suggest that you bookmark and refer back to this URL for a current picture of what Amazon's global infrastructure looks like.